Hello, Armwrestling fans. Today we will discuss the famous practice pull between RVJ and Auden Larratt and many other interesting viral topics in the Armwrestling community right now. Whatever topics are making you interesting can be seen on the Reddit post. Not all of you are there, but some of you are there, so the sample size is good enough to kind of know where the interest of the Armwrestling community is as of now. So with that being said, let me start sharing the screen without further delay. These are the posts, the top posts from today. Today here means past 24 hours and not according to the date. So the first post is from Armwrestling is Fun, Constipated Morozov versus Constipated Jablonski. I'll have to be honest, this match looked good. Initially, I thought Morozov will be able to beat him easier, but it was not as easy as I expected, because you can see in this position, no match is easy against Kamil Jablonski. Well, Michael Todd kind of made it look easy, but Michael did comment on this match before it happened that I'm hoping that Morozov not loses, but he said that I'm hoping Kamil wins this match so that it makes me look good. But if Morozov just destroys Kamil Jablonski, then it is going to shake my confidence, and I may even have to re-evaluate as to where I am as of now. So the match went kind of somewhere in between that. Yes, Morozov did beat Kamil, but it somewhat looked similar to how Michael did it. Obviously, Michael did it in a very long time. There were some rounds where Morozov was able to easily defeat Kamil, but still that was not his style. It's impressive though that he was able to beat him in this position as shown in this amazing art form. So that was it. The look at his face here. Kamil Jablonski versus Artem Morozov. Amazing match. Great aesthetically. Somebody said this match was aesthetically really cool looking because of the biceps of Artem Morozov from different angles. Hello, Anime Master is again here. Nox Nugzari seems to be on really high level, and with that hard time with Korean Hulk, there is no way Auden can beat Nugzari. I agree. Auden cannot touch Nugzari for sure. Auden RVJ 6-0. No, not really. We'll discuss that. That topic is next. Kamil's press should be stronger than Gennadi's, right? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, brother, because it's kind of difficult to compare when there is one arm wrestler who goes sideways, who attacks in every way possible he can, and then after slightly tiring his opponent out, then he switches to a fresh pressing muscle, which is a flop press move. Then it kind of becomes difficult, and that's the way Gennady Quickwinia does it. But when somebody does it straight from the go, there is a possibility that both of you get tired at an equal rate. So I'm not really sure, because I haven't really seen anybody pull out of Gennady Quickvinia's flop press once he gets there. So Gennady's flop press is pretty legit too. It's pretty awesome. Gennady versus Morozov match right now would be amazing, but the endurance is amazing. Don't know who is going to get tired first, but the hook is amazing. Don't know who's stronger in the hook. Top roll. Top roll is kind of equal to, but the press definitely goes to Gennady Quickvinia. Still, Gennady has to be a slight favorite in that match. He may win it in an absolute war, but nothing easy in that match. Why is not Samusha meeting Aider Khan instead of Mayrov? Yeah, Aider Khan almost beat him. Almost. Maybe he's not ready. I don't know. Maybe he didn't win WAF this time because of that. But Mayrov also didn't win WAF, so it kind of makes sense. I think I do agree. How did we forget? I completely forgot about Nurdalat Aider Khan. That should have been the rematch. Auden facing Bowen would be easy for Auden. Bowen can't even beat top Australian pullers. I wouldn't say so. But Ryan Bowen is arriving in India tomorrow. He's already at the airport. Aider Khan got injured, I think, so Vladimir took it on. Okay, that's the reason. Let's get back to sharing our screen on the Reddit page, and the thumbnail which you saw is about this post. As you can see, I've already watched it, so let me restart it. Full screen. And listen to Devon carefully. Like, he's trying to do everything to piss RVJ off. He likes to trash talk with his opponents when the match is going on, and now he's he likes to trash talk with the practice pull opponent of his son too during that practice pull.
You can smash them.
They've been poaching on me all night.
What is going on here? He's been pulling too. Jesus Christ, Rob, you're gonna be. You better watch it with that right hand. This fucking kid's gonna give you a pose. And guess what? Guess what? He's fucking clean. Yeah.
I just gotta tighten up a few things and I'll be back.
Yeah.
He's clean. Did you get that? So Devin mentioned that he's not taking steroids and he's still stopping you.
Yeah.
I just gotta tighten up a few things and I'll be back.
Yeah. Guess what? He's fucking clean. Yeah.
I just gotta tighten up a few things and I'll be back.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think he's gonna fucking beat you shortly.
Here I don't completely agree with Devin, but RVJ said I just got to tighten up a few things. I mean, is it really so? Because we've been arm wrestling for almost a couple of decades now.
I'm telling you,
Maybe more.
I think you're gonna be in trouble shortly, buddy.
So don't get anything twisted here. Like the elbow is completely off, the shoulder is completely under the table. If this, even if this is state, don't know how much these two gentlemen are tired. Even if there, right then and there, the official match happened, that would be most probably be a 1 second pin from RVJ if Auden is forced to keep his elbow on the pad and if he's forced to stay tall with his shoulders. But then once again, the gap between their left and right arm may be more for Auden, so that favors Auden.
I think you're gonna be in trouble shortly, buddy.
I think you're going to be in trouble shortly.
Yeah, in 19. He sees you in 6 months, you're fucked.
When you start as a kid, 19 is your peak.
My God. I fucking started as a kid.
When do people get
I
drafted?
started as a kid.
Auden's been 19 for
Yeah.
4 years.
Oh, stop it. Hey?
And there's Babkan pulling.
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
Did you see Babkan pulling on the straps? People are talking about this.
Oh,
He did the right thing, tried to avoid some battle here. I don't think they were about to fight or something. I just see a friendly banter between Devin and Auden here. Maybe not so much friendly in the inside, but on the outside at least it's friendly. So I don't see him stopping any fight here, and I didn't like what he did there.
Hey?
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
So let's see what the chat is saying about this poll. How to train pronation? Don't type again, brother. First focus on how to not get blocked from a channel. If Auden beats RVJ on right, then I'll give him a little bit of credit. Are you kidding me? A 19-year-old boy beats RVJ and you will give him only a little bit of credit? Come on, bro. Come on. Arm wrestling snooze with Rob Deep. I do remember that video from Rob. It was cool. Open a YouTube video about it. Come on, man. Stop spamming. YouTube video? The full video is on Adam the Bodybuilder Bully's channel. I think Auden might be taking gear in shadow because Jody might not give him approval of PEDs. If he isn't, then he will soon because he hasn't seen any serious repercussions of using PEDs in his household and he has only seen tons and tons of benefits. So it's only a matter of time before he too starts using. And don't tell me that it's any other way around. Like if you saw if in somebody's family alcoholic is causing a ton of trouble and he messed the whole house up, there's a good chance that the son will not do that. But if he sees that the alcohol has only brought positive things to our household and it has been monitored well, consumed in limits, then the son will also do that. That's my take on whether Auden is going to use PED soon or not. Yeah, maybe next couple of years, 3 years, before he, like, as soon as he jumps in the deep water, starts taking more difficult serious matches, I think that will be the right time for him. Auden needs to beat an actual arm wrestler though. He's been facing a bunch of scrubs. The message wasn't for you, Pradeep. Okay, brother, okay. We should get Engin to invite Zaur to compete in the left. Yeah, Zaur's left, I think he said that his left is not that good, but in the practice pool, his left has always looked good. Always. When Pro Punja starts, it was supposed to happen earlier in August, late August, then from 4th of October. That's why Ryan Bowen is coming to India, because his tickets were booked. Although the event got postponed because of the owner Parvind Abbas, he got in a serious car accident, and but the tickets and everything were bought, and so Ryan is still coming. I asked him. I saw his post on Instagram, and I asked him, "You're still coming?" And he said like, "Yeah." मुझे लगा है डेवन वर्सेस पेट्रेनको एग्जैक्ट डेवन वर्सेस प्रूडनिक जैसा होगा. गुड पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ दैट हैपनिंग. गुड पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ दैट हैपनिंग. He flashed Kamil in practice poll. Who flashed Kamil in practice poll? I'd like to see Dennis Auden. I hope you're not saying Auden. That would be amazing. Did you watch Arm Havoc event? Yes. I'll say about 3 super matches and kind of just highlight every now and then, but not completely. It's telling me your video is not receiving enough bitrate, so bitrate, whatever it's called. Is the video good? Opinion on Hermes, what will be his comeback match? His comeback match will be the winner of Gennady versus Monster Michael Todd super match. So let's get back to sharing the screen, or maybe we should watch that one more time. Let's figure out. Keep in mind that that's the left arm. Probably RVJ was more tired. Probably Auden's, the gap between Auden's left and right is more, because he also had shoulder surgery and he focuses more on the right arm, so the gap is maybe less than RVJ. So on the right it can be, who knows, maybe even more difficult for Rob. But it must be slightly depressing for him to, like, he just got beat badly in a super match, then he's getting stopped, although on the left arm, by a 19-year-old who everybody discredits as of now, and then he's getting trash talked at the same time by his father, and he's getting old, 42, 43 years old, whatever Rob is at this moment. So it must be at least slightly demotivating, if not depressing, to kind of start reevaluating, like, are you even that good right now? Because he did say even during the practice poll that I just need to tweak a few things. I think you need to do more than that, buddy. I think you need to do more than that. First of all, you need to start cheating in the setup, because everybody is doing that these days. RVJ just needs to follow Travis Page, and that's it. Before the ready go, push your elbow forward and open your fingers, climb on top. These are the only 2 things that RVJ needs to do, and he immediately gets 15% stronger. That's my suggestion to him. One more time, this poll uninterrupted.
Come on.
You can smash that.
They've been poaching on me all night.
What is going on here? He's been pulling too. Jesus Christ, Rod, you're gonna be better watch it with that right hand. This fucking kid's gonna give you a pose. And guess what? Guess what? He's fucking clean. Yeah.
I just gotta tighten up a few things, Albie.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think he's gonna fucking beat you shortly. I'm
Finish
telling
it.
you. I think you're gonna be in trouble shortly, buddy. You're 19. He sees you in 6 months, you're fucked.
When you start as a kid, 19 is your peak.
My God.
When do
I
people,
fucking started as a kid.
when do people get
I
drafted?
started as a kid.
Auden's been 19 for
At what age-
4
at what
years.
age-
Oh, stop it. Hey?
At what age do people get drafted? Hey, what the fuck, bro?
Stop it, stop it.
So let's move on to the next post. No other human on the planet is shaped like this. I immediately started to think about a comparison between Brian Shaw and Levan Saginashvili after watching this post. And I was like, Levan maybe got Brian Shaw in terms of physique only in the wrist. Like their hand may be similar size. Brian Shaw's of obviously longer hand, more grip strength. Thickness may be similar though. Forearm, maybe a peaked Levan Saginashvili can have a slightly bigger forearm than Levan, but not too much difference though. Bicep size similar, and Brian Shaw definitely has a lot less fat while weighing the same as Levan Saginashvili. So if we talk about like pure just measurements and considering the volume of fat and muscle in mind, I think Levan only has an advantage in the wrist over Brian Shaw. His wrist definitely has to be bigger than Brian Shaw. But yeah, that's what peak human fitness arm wrestling shape looks like, and there is nothing that Brian Shaw can do about that. We should get in. He's a full-on arm wrestler, bro. You're all glazing him for beating powerlifters and newbies. मुझे लगता है Devon versus... Okay, I read that already. Auden did kind of avoid ED WAF question after match. After the match? Who asked him about WAF after the match? Before the match, during the press conference, I gave a question and Aussie arm wrestler asked that about WAF. I don't really know what he said. I listened to that, but I kind of forgot it now. Until he reaches max strength naturally, he don't need to mess with PEDs. Maybe when he reaches 30 years old. 30 will be too far in today's world, brother. 30 will be too far. Because if you go up until... If you've been arm wrestling for like 1.5 decade until that time when you're 30 and you've been doing good or at least getting along the arm wrestlers without doing it, then you better pass your entire life without doing it. So I don't see a point. Like, I don't think there have been too many arm wrestlers or any athletes in the strength game who started doing their game when they were 15 and they've been doing it for 15 years clean and now they start to jump on PEDs. I don't think it works like that. It's the most ideal situation that you just mentioned. Did my mic get disconnected or what? No. Hope it's connected again. Let me just check. Yeah, connected. Dennis needs to give away his legacy hammer. Yes, he does. He's washed up. Yes, he is. And he ain't able to compete at the top anymore. Yes, all three of the comments are right. Auden needs, but still a washed up Dennis. Like when he trains, he's probably top 10 in the world on the right arm. Yeah, he needs to pass it along or defend it. And I'm just saying that judging by the right hand practice pull with Alex Cordecha. Like on that day, I believe Dennis was top 10 in the world. No, Rob can hook Auden's right arm at will all day. I think he will beat him easy on the left too. Just judging by this practice pull, if the match happens today, or maybe even 6 months as Devon was saying, I think Rob wins that comfortably, even on the left arm. RVJ is overrated. I only recommend him because he's an actual arm wrestler. You recommend him where? Yeah, he needs to pass it along or defend it. Auden would have zero chance against Ford and RVJ just beat him. That's a foul. That's hilarious. Make no mistake. What's that? Make no mistake, he will mention it in a future live. Who will mention what in a future live? Did I say something about RVJ? Something wrong? What's your opinion on Devon versus Mazahir practice pull? I would expect Mazahir to move Devon more than that when he's been arm wrestling for like an hour before that, 2 hours before that. So I was not impressed, to be honest. Not impressed. Yeah, that practice pull, it's getting viral on YouTube. Everybody is posting that on the stories where Devon is absolutely redlining. But yeah, his face is redlining, but his arm didn't move at all. Okay, but the Korean Hulk is not that good. He beat lightweight arm wrestlers in the after pull. But if Auden beats those same arm wrestlers, let's say if Auden beats Coach Ray or Risto, the referee, then would you say that Auden is still not good? Because Coach Ray finished third in WAF in Europeans 2022, I guess it was. So third at Europeans, it's good. I think the Georgians and Russians were not there, but even if they were there, let's say he would still finish fifth. It's not a bad finish. And he may have improved slightly since then. And that was a tournament. He's kind of become a super match specialist right now. So if he finishes fifth at Europeans, then at the same level in the pool of same arm wrestlers, maybe he finishes third in super match format. Jerry practices with an old ancient state champion arm wrestler. Where did Jerry come from in this conversation? I defeated everyone today in my gym. That's cool, bro. That's a good feeling. If Brian comes in maximum pancaked up, we will see a 470 pound. No, we will never see a 470 pound Brian Shaw. Yes, he does need to give up the hammer. Well, the chat is moving fast today, man. The chat is moving fast. Pradeep, I don't think RVJ liked it when the man pulled on the strap. Yeah, I didn't like it just by watching it. It was the man was Babkin, Denis Plenkov's manager. Dennis won the hammer 6 years ago. Yes. When the Hulk said he didn't train much for arm wrestling, Pradeep is like, yeah, I was mad. But I got happy when I saw him beating up some guys. He even stopped Nugzari Shikadze. Yeah, Nugo was kind of having fun during that practice pull, but then he soon realized that the Korean Hulk is stronger than what he thought initially. That rules meeting video is wild. I forgot. Today I should have done this video about that rules meeting. I'll do it tomorrow. A live stream about that, about bashing on that rules meeting tomorrow. If I try hard enough, I'll probably. You may think that I'm overestimating myself, but I genuinely believe I can literally stop these rules meetings from happening if I go really hard at them. That's ridiculous, man. Or at least improve the quality which they are presenting right now. That's absolutely ridiculous. Not been a fan, but I don't think Babkan had evil. Yeah, I also don't think that. But still, it was not cool. He could have just first told them to stop, like, stop guys, that this is too much. But he straight away, without any of them knowing, he straight away pulled on that. Let Dawn have some money. Engin is grabbing all the pay-per-view sales and leaving nothing for King of the Table. I discussed this topic with some arm wrestlers and they kind of do not agree with this. But yeah, man, that's the truth. Like, look at the King of the Table cards. They are not what they used to be. And look at the East versus West cards. They are at least improving or remaining the same. I know Engin has more matches, but what happened, King of the Table was supposed to be the premium league. Okay, we are presenting you one premium match and very few other matches. So our logic is that once we give you one premium match, that is good enough so that it costs us less money and still gives us the at least the 90% of the pay-per-view sales that we would get otherwise if we get some other good matches as well. And that formula was working well. Devon was arm wrestling, either then Levan or Hermes were arm wrestling, Denis Iplenkov was arm wrestling. But now, where are these guys? Devon is arm wrestling on the left. Where is Levan? Where is Hermes Gasparini? Where is Denis Iplenkov? We have seen some events like that without Devon or Levan or Denis Iplenkov. And still, the quality of the other matches is kind of similar. So, in my mind, that the premiumness from King of the Table is going away. That's why in one of the videos I said that you lift off the restrictions from the arm wrestlers and let them go anywhere they want. Knuckles Up, the next day, the next event is a better organization than King of the Table. The video quality is better, the audio quality is better, the streaming is better. When you're watching the stream, even at that time, you can change the video quality, which isn't available on Core Sports. So Knuckles Up is behind King of the Table as of now only because of the restrictions. If there are no restrictions, they'll probably do better than. And East versus West is untouchable. That's why, like, Engin is slowly grabbing the largest size of the pie for himself, and I'm not even sure if King of the Table know about that or not. So let's move on to the next topic, or maybe before that, we'll take probably the post until they have at least 10 likes. Let's read the comment for a bit. King of the Table 13 is going to be lit though. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. That is the best card by far. They are like, usually the promoters say this is the best card ever, this is the best card ever. But that next one is genuinely the best card ever. And I think they need to get back to the old formula of having at least one premium match. Like the headliner match of East versus West and the headliner match of King of the Table should be no different. Only then they'll be able to maintain this profitability that they started maintaining in the beginning, because they had that one match that was good enough to sell 80%, 90% of the pay-per-views. Now they're lacking those matches, but luckily not the next time. Levan versus Jerry, Eddie Hall versus Brian Shaw, great pay-per-view sales we are going to see in that event. So I completely agree with that comment. He won it 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure Engin ain't setting up good matches on purpose for King of the Table. Yeah, because that makes more sense. This post makes more sense because Engin is making the matches, setting up the matches for King of the Table. And many of them are going mismatches. Like, you can literally... Don Idris cannot see that Corey West versus Kamil Jablonski is going to be a mismatch. But we can see. Although one round stopped and one round was won by Corey West. So technically it wasn't a mismatch. So I was wrong on that. But there are many other matches like that. Don Idris cannot see that Nogo versus RVJ is going to be a mismatch, but Engin can see that. But he would still set that up. And there are many other matches like that. Not saying that there are no mismatches at East versus West, but there are many more obvious ones at King of the Table. Obvious ones. And once there are five, if there are 5 matches, and this is what Engin likes to say, well, people were saying that that match is going to be a mismatch too. And let's see what happened in the match. It went the other way. That is not the correct way of giving example when people are saying that 5 matches are going to be total mismatches and 4 of them are actually mismatches and one turns out to be a war or a mismatch on the other side, which we were expecting. Then you cannot really claim that, see, that one match that everybody was saying is going to be a mismatch didn't turn out to be a mismatch. So your logic is wrong. No, our logic is not wrong. How about who will talk about the other 4 matches, other 5 matches which we said are going to be mismatches and they turned out to be mismatches? But then they just, to prove their point, they just focus on that one match that everybody predicted wrong. Maybe the Hermes versus Devon match. 60% people were saying that Hermes is going to win. And the result was like, after watching this match, maybe 100% people should have said that Devon is going to win. So there are few examples like that and many more examples like that when the actual match goes as the fans predicted, which is in a complete mismatched way. But then the promoters don't talk about it. So that's my little rant here. No, there were a few other comments which I missed. Let me go back. East versus West have monopoly but really good matches. I agree. That's why I said East versus West is so good. It's so awesome that it's untouchable. But King of the Table isn't. King of the Table isn't. The only thing that is saving King of the Table as of now from being overtaken by some other organization for the number 2 spot is the contracts. Dennis should give it to Vitaly or defend it versus Travis. Versus Travis, it can be amazing. Dennis can still get to keep it. How much profit can even King of the Table make? Imagine if Dennis trains up once again secretly and one day goes like, Devon, you have 1 month to accept a match. You versus me left arm match, and then he beats Devon once again. That would be the ultimate story. Like, imagine Dennis just hides for a couple of years, not seen anywhere, training secretly, and then he tells that next East versus West event or King of the Table event, Devon, I challenge you, left arm, legacy hammer. Show up if you have the guts. And Devon has like only a month or 2 months, and Dennis is fully prepared, peaked out, and he still beats him. That would be the ultimate story. I would pay like $50 to watch that story play out. There's that Mr. Paul Lynn. What's up, buddy? What's up, Paul? Enjoying these live stream. Paul is wishing tall Paul. Pradeep, who is number 2 at the moment? Gasparini. He has to be, but he's missing. No, Devon. Can Devon still beat Hermes? Like, not in this, not today, but if we give him a couple of months, I think Devon still beats Hermes Gasparini. So maybe number 2, Gennady. Where does he fit in all of this? We'll know. It will take still 2-3 more months to know who stands where, and then things will be more clear. 2 replacements on this card. On which card you're talking about, brother? If this is news, please let us know. Hermes will win 99 out of 100 matches against Devon again. I don't think, as of now, no. 2025 can be a different story. Hermes is still improving. Devon seems to be still improving, but there has to be a point where age catches up on him, right? And then Hermes will beat him. But it wouldn't be so good for Hermes then, because people will say that Hermes won because Devon got old. So he has to beat Devon when everybody is saying that Devon is still at the peak. Kamil is also in the house. Wow, the chat is awesome today. The chat is awesome. Kamil, can you answer this? Paul and I were discussing, if you're still here, Paul and I were discussing couple of days ago on the podcast. To me, I know I watched your 10-minute video which you uploaded, and you said that he was very good at avoiding your press. But to me, it looked like you were going for tricep press or even hook at some times. Like, was there any moment where you tried to flop press, but he grabbed you low and turned you this way? to me it didn't seem that way. It was like you were intentionally going for tricep press and not for flop press, which was working in that second round for you. So what happened? What happened? Or are we missing something? Did you try flop press but Morozov blocked it? Please clarify if you're still here. Pulling Krasimir next. Yes, Paul versus Krasi is going to be an amazing war. Amazing. Hi guys, Tall Paul. Ryan. I'm just trying to be like you, bro. Ryan Bull Ballinger is trying to be like Camille or Paul. No, Travis. Dennis has the 225 hammer and he won't give it up. Yeah. Travis already has the super heavyweight left arm hammer. Why would he need Demilart's skinny boy 225 pound hammer? In his own words. I'm assuming Travis would say it that way. Australia has Gronk and Poland has the Blanc. What do these words mean? I have no clue. Auden versus Schoolboy, older brother, can work. Yeah, good match. Left arm, I think Alex will win. Right arm, I think Auden will win. Yep, you was right. I was thinking he getting tired and I'll supinated press from... I was shouting, bro. I was literally shouting while doing live commentary. Kamil, what are you doing? How are you making this mistake? Do not try this tricep press. Like, to me, this flop press is still not going inside. It's clearly not an outside move, but inside move, when I say inside move, it seems like a hook or a tricep press. This is somewhere in between, not an outside move, not an inside move. I was like, Kamil is going crazy. He's trying to go inside against probably the best hooker in the world. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why would anyone do this? Please go to flop press. But no, I don't know what happened to you, bro. You're always like, you mentioned that you thought he would get tired, but he didn't. He also has one of the best endurances in the world. So according to me, you made two mistakes here, like two very crucial mistakes. Expecting that the best endurance guy in the world is going to get tired, and expecting and then going inside with the best hooker in the world. Unfortunately, I do not even know yet. I said I will face him like a man. Okay. Yeah. You're already brave enough to accept this match on a short notice. One time I smashed him, if you remember. Yeah, tricep press. Was that a foul? Like early warning or early movement on you or him? I think it was a foul or something. Because he crushed you in that hook. Travis has that real hammer, the super heavyweight hammer. But they gave false start. Yeah, it was false start. Engin said he's about to announce his new business partner. Wonder who would it be and if that's mean upcoming events. New business partner. Wow, that's interesting. WL Steve Kaplan? Is he coming back? Is Dana White getting interested in arm wrestling? Because Dana White did share an arm wrestling pull short video a couple of months ago, I guess. I hope it is one of them too. Steve Kaplan or Dana White. Steve Kaplan knows the production quality. Like, his production quality was at a standard that people aren't even able to match 6 years later. A simple shot where Neil Pickup is sitting and the other commentator, I forgot his name, Max Tobin, was sometimes there. Max is also a great and highly underappreciated commentator. He also did great, but that shot where they are showing the commentary booth and the commentators are speaking, this is what's been missing from the... I showed that screenshot to Engin a few years ago. I'm like, bro, you should include that shot. It looks awesome. The commentators are explaining. So the round, the time which gets people pissed off in between the rounds, between fouls, between the applying the straps and stuff. Applying straps is still technique. Okay, people want to watch it, but the stuff between the rounds, 2, 3, 4 minutes rest these days, as athletes like to take, and the referees don't do anything about it. During that, you can show the face of the commentator sometime, and it would be really cool. Brian Shaw might be a new partner. No, come on, bro. Brian Shaw does not know too much about arm wrestling to do a multi-million-dollar deal already. By business partner, I'm assuming he's not selling it completely. So what's he selling? Like 49% stake? Who would evaluate. Engin has been doing a lot of stuff in cash. Like, how will he evaluate the net worth of the company? It's going to be really difficult. Engin loves cash. How the fuck do you deal with this pain from rising? No idea, bro. No clue. Don't do rising. Why do you need to do rising? That's the solution. So we have already discussed the main practice pull. Before that, Auden pulled Risto left arm. RVJ also pulled Risto left arm. Good long practice pulls. So maybe they both were tired, even left-handed too. Then Grizzly might be getting into arm wrestling. Yeah. So is Grizzly buying East versus West? I hope not. Seeing a couple of posts here asking if small hands can be used to our advantage. The legend himself. Is Bob Brown really a legend? Like, yeah, he's kind of the dominant guy in the plus 50 age category or plus 60, whatever, plus 50 age category in the world in his weight class. But does that make him a legend? Nah, come on, guys. Stop throwing that legend term around so easily. I didn't really agree with when yesterday, a couple of days ago, Paul called Alan Ford a legend. Like, is Alan Ford a legend? No. If Alan Ford is a legend, then if Bob Brown is a legend, then there are at least, I'll say, 3,000 legends in arm wrestling. 3,000 considering all of the weight categories, and there just cannot be that many legends in such a new sport. So no, Bob Brown is not a legend, but he looks like he knows his stuff. He can be a good coach, but being a good coach doesn't mean being a legend, and that's why we're not going to watch this video. So we said we're going to watch videos posts up until 10 likes. Coach Ray versus Auden. Should we hear what Coach Ray had to say about this? Let's take a look. I hope Coach Ray doesn't give me a strike.
Hey arm wrestlers, I'm back here home after King of Table. Flew in from Dubai, I think 4 p.m. Took a long nap, and now it's 10:40 p.m. Arm is really strong now. Much stronger than it was, let's say, when he faced Whisper, or even when we pulled February or March or something like that. I think he's improving day by day. He's young and has probably one of the greatest minds in arm wrestling, Larratt, right by his side. So Korean Hulk, the problem was he couldn't access any of his strength.
Short forearm. Devon and his son has been carefully picking up arm wrestlers with short forearms. James English is what, like 5'8", 5'9"? I don't think he's 5'9". And this Whisperer is also maybe 5'9" or something. I don't think he's 5'10" either. And then, but 5'9" isn't short. It isn't really short. But I'm not really sure if these guys were 5'9" too. And Korean Hulk is literally like 5'3" or 5'2".
And afterwards, I saw he pulled Nugo. I saw he pulled Christo. And we finished the show. I was doing some things. He came to me. He's like, "Do you want to pull?" I usually stay away from after pulls after events because it's just too tiring. Like I'm dead on it, on the inside and on the outside. But I thought, why not? No warm up. We just got on the table, and he felt very strong. And I felt like the lane where I usually go inside. I thought like, okay, I feel like the block there is too crazy. I have to stick to outside. Try to pull him a little bit, nothing too crazy, but a few times, and he felt really strong. I saw him pulling with Nugo, so him pulling with Christo, legit strong. Auden, absolutely amazing job. Like I talked with him afterwards, and he said like he feels sore because the match took a lot of it. Those quick 4 pins just took so much from him. Like he put in so much effort in it. Like he gained a lot of respect, I think, from me and from the rest of the people in the arm wrestling community. If you know, there's a lot of talk about a lot of different things, and I put out the practice video next day. We went for a barbecue, and we just did some pulling, and Auden didn't pull with his right arm. He was very sore. We warmed up a little bit, and then we didn't. We practiced a little bit with left, and he said that's enough. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, Korean Hulk, legit strong, and he was really disappointed. Like, his disappointment wasn't because he lost. Like, everyone loses. Absolutely everyone. And honestly, there's no undefeated champions, right? Everyone loses either in practice or competition. Eventually, you lose, or at the start you lose. That's how it is. He said, but the biggest problem was he didn't show nothing. And that kind of a lot of fire under him. So I believe he's going to be back with a different opponent, and maybe more, not maybe, but guaranteed more attention to detail on arm wrestling table. I guarantee you he will come in better shape and try to fix those things that he couldn't do for a match, and there's a few more. So we'll see what happens next. But anyway, I just wanted to say, like Auden, like great performance, execution perfect, game plan. And up until they pulled, he also didn't know if he can do it. Korean Hulk was really strong. The biggest problem was the start, you know, and it's a most important thing in arm wrestling. If you look at it, it's start. If you have power, you can always stop someone if you just outpower them. But if you can't access anything.
Okay, that would be enough, Coach Ray. Thank you for your explanation. let's get back to the chat and end this live stream quickly. It has been almost 40 minutes. Ron Bubble Bath, definitely a legend. Yeah, Ron can be definitely be called a legend because there aren't 3,000 Ron Baths in the world. Bowen is basically a joker. Okay, Bob Brown is a legend. He is a former world champion in his own weight class. In senior, I don't think so. You're talking about, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I don't think he's a senior world champion. In the Masters, I think he was a world champion, and now he's arm wrestling. What is he already Grandmaster? I don't think he's Grandmasters, but I also don't think that he's Ryan Bowen is the legend though. We would necessarily have to be someone that's into arm wrestling to partner with. Could just be a rich businessman, but then that rich businessman has to do something with like streaming platform or like sports or something like that. It just couldn't be like a rich guy who sells clothes and then Engel sends him the business. No, it doesn't work like that. Forget Dennis, he won't give up the hammer. I agree with you. It's obvious that core sports doesn't have what it takes to take arm wrestling to the next level, especially the production side. Yeah, that's why Larry Wheels also sold his stake. I just recorded a video, not just few hours ago. I recorded a video on why Larry Wheels quit arm wrestling. So that will be uploaded soon on the channel, maybe in a couple of hours. 400-pound Pradeep versus 200-pound Levan. Who wins, you think? I think Levan will win, definitely. Arm wrestling news. How good can Auden theoretically get considering genetics and PEDs? Don't know. I still don't think, although his hand is already looks like Devon's size, slightly shorter, but then maybe even more thicker than Devon. So the hand size is there, but overall his stature 6'3", don't think he's going to be crazy heavy in the future. So I don't see him being like, he can be a legit 105 kg guy. That's why I think he should be at max 115. There he can be really good. 105, the guy can be good. 115, yeah, maybe, but definitely not super heavyweights. Elon Musk could see arm wrestling growing and buy it out of make money. Come on, bro. No way. What are you talking about? Why even mention the whole extremely sore thing out of nowhere? Sounds like Auden is and his buddies are covering for the Korean Hulk being paid to throw a match or something. Yeah, that is kind of weird to me as well. Like, why do they have to keep mentioning that Korean Hulk was so strong that I got so tired, so sore, when we can see that against you at least he wasn't so strong. Maybe he got sore by practice pulling. Pradeep, you really disappointed me with that lame comment. Can you repeat that lame comment? I forgot. I genuinely forgot the lame comment that I made. Who are the legends then? Okay, maybe the legends you're talking, legends comment you're saying. Oh, it's okay. If me saying that Bob Brown isn't a legend or Alan Ford isn't a legend, that disappoints you, then I'm okay with disappointing you. And we still need Roman versus Pradeep. Or Greg Brown versus Pradeep. Greg Brown is pretty strong, but I can smash Roman, no problem. Hello Pradeep. What's your thought on Auden Larratt versus Abbas Rana match? Now it seems like Abbas is in big trouble, man. I've seen his wrist getting taken here in India, like many times during practice polls, even in competition as well. Abbas may be in trouble, man. Maybe in trouble. But if the match goes anywhere near a hook, then Auden should immediately lay down, and I think that's what he will do. Now it's looking like as if that match can go like just like the James English versus Auden match, where there is something for Abbas, but still, man, Abbas looks like a beast, man. He looks so muscular. It is literally looking like a tank right now, and that too over 100 kilos. Knuckles Up versus Pro Punja League production value. We've not seen the super match world yet, but still, man, like Pro Punja has to be at a higher level. Just if we just look at the video quality, Knuckles Up looks better. I won't lie. Knuckles Up definitely looks better than Pro Punja. But if we look at the overall production value, like how seriously the commentating, the announcing is taken, the camera angles and stuff, the replays, that kind of production value, it's not comparable. Nothing that we have seen so far is comparable with Pro Punja League. And the video quality must have been awesome on the TV as well, because I watched it afterwards when it was posted on YouTube. Because I was commentating, I didn't get to watch it live on television. So if it is going live on Sony HD, Sony Sports HD. The video quality has to be awesome too. So alright guys, that would be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We discussed Auden Larratt versus RVJ's practice pull. Right now it seems as if RVJ is clearly the winner if that practice pull happens, even in the exact shape, in the exact tired shape as they were during that practice pull. But Auden is getting strong and Rob shouldn't be stopped like that. He has to work something out. Only two things he need to do: start cheating in the setup and get on the juice, boy. Get on the juice. Pro Panja gets a huge amount of views too. Yeah, on TV they are going to get the views, but on YouTube, nah, not so much. In the short format, yes, but long format, no. On TV they got like 32 million unique viewers last season. Thanks for watching. Please like the live stream and subscribe to the channel if some of you haven't already. You guys are awesome.